See what's going on here. So we're starting a whole new chapter today. So as you can see, finally got all that done. That was fucking. That was kind of. It was kind of brutal. Not that bad. Fuck, I've been stuck on that for so long. I forgot about I did anything else. So now, seeing. Let's see what they talking about.
In this room, we will introduce the fundamentals of endpoint security monitoring, essential tools, and high-level methodology. This room gives an overview of determining a malicious activity from an endpoint and mapping its related events. To start with, we will tackle the following topics to build a stepping stone on how to deal with endpoint security monitoring.
What's up?
Endpoint security fundamentals, endpoint logging and monitoring, endpoint log analysis. At the end of this room, we will have a threat simulation wherein you need to investigate and remediate the infected machines. This activity may require you first to understand the fundamentals of endpoint security monitoring to complete it. Now, let's deep dive into the basics of endpoint security.
I feel like that guy's taking forever to read. They not got an update already? Security update. Here, install that motherfucker. 4 hours? Oh, 4 minutes. Fuck, I didn't even read anything that said. What did it say? At the end of this room, we have a threat simulation where you need to investigate or remediate infected machines. This activity may require you to understand the fundamentals of endpoint security monitoring and complete it. Alright, whatever. Oh.
Core Windows processes. Before we deal with learning how to deep dive into endpoint logs, we need first to learn the fundamentals of how the Windows operating system works. Without prior knowledge, differentiating an outlier from a haystack of events could be problematic. To learn more about core Windows processes, a built-in Windows tool named Task Manager may aid us in understanding the underlying processes inside a Windows machine. Task Manager is a built-in GUI-based Windows utility that allows users to see what is running on the Windows system. It also provides information on resource usage, such as how much each process utilizes CPU and memory.
I don't remember ever using Task Manager.
The Task Manager is used to terminate the process.
What? I've never used this thing before. What's this thing do? 64 gigs of RAM, boy. God damn. What the fuck's this thing do? I don't even know. Look, I got a raid. What kind of raid do I have? I didn't know it told you I had a raid. This 3. What the fuck's this? I don't even know. 1.4. Oh, that's my other drive. Why are there so many internet fucking things? Wow, that's so cool. Uptime. There's no way that bitch has been up 3 days. Why is it saying 3 days? That's not right. What the fuck's it saying? 48 minutes, 21 hours and 3 days. Why the fuck does it say it's been up 3 days? That doesn't make no sense. This computer has not been on 3 days. Fast start. I don't have fast start up. I don't know why. That's weird. Anyways. Yep, that's Task Manager.
A Task Manager provides some of the core Windows processes running in the background. Below is a summary of running processes that are considered normal behavior. Note: symbol represents a parent-child relationship. System, parent, smss.exe, child, system smss.exe, csrss.exe.
I don't know why I'm reading all that shit. Okay, whatever.
In addition, the processes with no depiction of a parent-child relationship should not have a parent process under normal circumstances, except for the system process, which should only have system idle process, 0, as its parent process.
Well, it's not making me do that one yet. That's the next one. That popped out. System internals.
With the prior knowledge of core Windows processes, we can now proceed to discuss the available tool set for analyzing running artifacts in the backend of a Windows machine. The sysinternals tools are a compilation of over 70 plus Windows-based tools. Each of the tools falls into one of the following categories.
I got some sysinternals tools. What do I have? I got some of those. I got Process Explorer. It's fucking sysinternals. It goes in depth. You can definitely tell if you got a virus running with this. You know. Why the fuck is Edge always running? Look at that. Fucking kill that motherfucker. You know? What's up with that? Oh, I thought I was dead. Yeah, Binary Ninja. That thing is awesome. I don't know how to work it though. I don't know how to use it. I slowed that thing down. Onboard graphics. We will introduce two of the most used in sysinternals. Yeah, there we go. Process Explorer. TCP view. Oh man, I have that. I might want to download it.
TCP View is a Windows program that will show you detailed listings of all TCP and UDP endpoints on your system, including the local and remote addresses and state of TCP connections. On Windows Server 2008, Vista, and XP,
pretty sure I got I have something that's just like that, but it's called Network Miner. Socket. Wow. Boom. Network Miner does the same thing. I think.
TCP View also reports the name of the process that owns the endpoint. TCP View provides a more informative and conveniently presented subset of the NetStat program that ships with Windows. The TCP View download includes CAN, a command line version with the same functionality. Official definition.
I want to download that. Oh, that's the command line. Who is that?
As shown above, every connection initiated by a process is listed by the tool, which may aid in correlating the network events executed concurrently. Process Explorer. The Process Explorer display consists of two sub-windows. The top window always shows a list of the currently active processes, including the names of their owning accounts, whereas the information displayed in the bottom window depends on the mode that Process Explorer is in. If it is in handle mode, you'll see the handles that the process selected in the top window has opened. If Process Explorer is in DLL mode, you'll see the DLLs and memory map files that the process has loaded.
I don't know.
Official definition.
What does it mean by that? That's cool. Well, according to the virus total, I am good. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that with that. That's cool. I don't know. What is the normal parent process of services that you exceed? Well, I don't know. When in it, exe. Oh yeah. ECP view.
From the previous task, we have learned basic knowledge about the Windows operating system in terms of baseline processes and essential tools to analyze events and...
What are you doing? Huh? Yeah, that's okay. You okay? Did you get something to drink or something? Go get some. Go get some chocolate. Yeah.
From the previous task, we have learned basic knowledge about the Windows operating system in terms of baseline processes and essential tools to analyze events and artifacts running on the machine. However, this only limits us from observing real-time events. With this, we will introduce the importance of endpoint logging, which enables us to audit significant events across different endpoints, collect and aggregate them for searching capabilities, and better automate the detection of anomalies. Windows event logs. The Windows event logs are not text files that can be viewed using a text editor. However, the raw data can be translated into XML using the Windows API. The events in these log files are stored in a proprietary binary format with a .evt or .evs extension. The log files with the .evs file extension typically reside in c:\system32\winbt/logs.
No, quit reading it. Why is your name blue now? Oh, you're on YouTube. I didn't even concentrate. I didn't even hear nothing it said. I was too busy eating that banana. What the fuck did it say? Here, I'm gonna have to redo it. Let me show it. It usually does. It usually shows YouTube or Twitch. I thought it did. I don't know. Maybe it don't.
From the previous task, we have learned basic knowledge about the Windows operating system in terms of baseline processes and essential tools to analyze events and artifacts running on the machine. However, this only limits us from observing real-time events. With this, we will introduce the importance of endpoint logging, which enables us to audit significant events across different endpoints, collect and aggregate them for searching capabilities, and better automate the detection of anomalies. Windows event logs. The Windows event logs are not text files that can be viewed using a text editor. However, the raw data can be translated into XML using the Windows API. The events in these log files are stored in a proprietary binary format with a .evt or .evs extension. The log files with the .evs file extension typically reside in...
I thought I can be I'm pretty sure I can view any of this with a text editor. Oh, they're just logs. Takes a second to load. Dude, people fucking kept watching my stream and kept wanting to add me on Discord for some reason. No. Look at these people were just blowing me up. You know, I'm not reading on that shit. Did this ever load? What's test? Save load. I was here. Why are none of these logs doing nothing? I don't know. Anyways.
There are 3 main ways of accessing these event logs within a Windows system: Event Viewer, GUI-based application, webtool.exe, command line tool.
You've seen everyone fucking trying to add me, want me to add them on Discord and shit. I was like, man, I'm fucking trying to study you.
Getwine event, PowerShell Kubelet. An example image of logs viewed using the Event Viewer tool is shown below.
You know, like, fuck, I don't even use Discord. I don't know, a bunch of weird people watch my stream, I guess. Event Viewer, command line tool, PowerShell command line, get win event. That's the thing. William, quit eating all that candy. That's enough candy. Where's my mouse? Wow. Jesus Christ. Is that ever gonna stop? That's probably using half my CPU right there. Oh, I get it. Okay, that's the problem. Holy shit. I'm not reading any of these logs. That's from like, look how long ago. These are from days ago. It just doesn't stop, does it? Holy shit. There's a guy. I gotta delete these logs. That's probably 30 gigs of shit right here. Oh my god. Whatever. That's fucking ridiculous. How big is this fucking file? That's it? It's only 300 megs?
Sysmon, a tool used to monitor and log events on Windows, is commonly used by enterprises as part of their monitoring and logging solutions. As part of the Windows sysinternals package, Sysmon is similar to Windows event logs with further detail and granular control. Sysmon gathers detailed and high-quality logs as well as event tracing that assists in identifying anomalies in your environment. It is commonly used with the security information and event management (SIEM) system or other log parsing solutions that aggregate, filter, and visualize events. Lastly, Sysmon includes 27 types of event IDs, all of which can be used.
Can you reach it? Okay. Hey, look what my job gave me. They were just gonna throw this shit out. Look at that. It's got 2 SFP ports. That's a 10 gig port and a 1 gig port right here. Look at that. That's a 10 gig SFP port. Look at that, you know. I don't have any SFPs to put in it. Look at this. This is a crazy router, ain't it? I don't even have enough D plugs to power it. You know what I mean? It's a cloud core router. Let's look it up. I don't know what these things are worth. I mean, it can't be worth much if they're throwing it out. It's really outdated, probably. CCR1009. There it is. Yeah, it's only $600. That's it right there. Jesus. It's a $600 router still? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. You see that? Yeah. That's it. It's not. It's only an AC brand. I don't know. Were they really supposed to throw? They probably weren't even supposed to throw this out. I was confused on why they were throwing this out. She probably made a mistake, but I was like, "Fuck, I'll take that. There's no way you're throwing this out." They probably didn't mean to throw this out. Now that I think about it, you know, there's probably no way they actually meant to throw this shit out. For $600 router? Fuck. This is a screw. Let me get some fucking screws. Huh? Your internet's out? That sucks. Did you see the router I was showing you that they gave me at work? Evidently, they probably didn't mean to give it to me now that I think about it. How are you on the internet now? What speeds are... That's only 100 meg. Yeah, all that's only 100 meg. But it's got 2 SFP ports that definitely do. I mean, that's a 10 gig SFP right there. And there's a 1 gig SFP. Oh, alright. Huh. Alright.
Sysmon, a tool used to monitor and log events on Windows, is commonly used by enterprises as part of their monitoring and logging solutions. As part of the Windows sysinternals package, Sysmon is similar to Windows event logs with further detail and granular control. Sysmon gathers detailed and high-quality logs as well as event tracing that
That's crazy.
Sysmon, a tool used to monitor and log events on Windows, is commonly used by enterprises as part of their monitoring and logging solutions. As part of the Windows sysinternals package, Sysmon is similar to Windows event logs with further detail and granular control. Sysmon gathers detailed and high-quality logs as well as event tracing that assists in identifying anomalies in your environment. It is commonly used with the security information and event management (SIEM) system or other log parsing solutions that aggregate, filter, and visualize events. Lastly, Sysmon includes 27 types of event IDs, all of which can be used within the required configuration file to specify how the events should be handled and analyzed. An excellent example of a configuration file auditing different event IDs created by Swift and Security is linked here. The image below shows a sample set of Sysmon logs viewed using an event viewer. Osquery is an open source tool created by Facebook. With Osquery, security analysts, incident responders, and threat hunters can query an endpoint, or multiple endpoints, using SQL syntax. Osquery can be installed on various platforms, Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and FreeBSD. To interact with the Osquery Interactive Console/Shell, OpenCMD, or PowerShell, and run Osquery, you'll know that you've successfully entered into the interactive shell by the new command prompt.
All these, damn, that one shouldn't take long. That one's good. What, zoo?
Osquery only allows you to query events inside the machine. But with Collide Fleet, you can query multiple endpoints from the Collide Fleet UI instead of using Osquery locally to query an endpoint. A sample of Collide Fleet in action below shows a result of a query listing the machines with the LSAS process running.
LAS? With the LAS?
WASH operates on a management and agent model where a dedicated manager device is responsible.
Totally missed it.
WASH is an open source, freely available, and extensive EDR solution, which security engineers can deploy in all scales of environments. WASH operates on a management and agent model where a dedicated manager device is responsible for managing agents installed on the devices you'd like to monitor. As mentioned, WASH is an EDR. Let's briefly run through what an EDR is. Endpoint detection and response, EDR, are tools and applications that monitor devices for an activity that could indicate a threat or security breach. These tools and applications have features that include auditing a device for common vulnerabilities, proactively monitoring a device for suspicious activities such as unauthorized logins, brute force attacks, or privilege escalations.
Okay.
Visualizing complex data and events into neat and trendy graphs, recording a device's normal operating behavior to help with detecting anomalies. A sample view of how WASH works is shown below.
So it's like an EDR, endpoint detection. What is it, EDR? Endpoint detection and response. Okay. Oh, I still got that pasted. No, I don't. Fuck. I still had that copy. There it is. Oh, I forgot. I just seen it. Where was it? OS Query Eye. Endpoint detection and response. There we go.
Event correlation identifies significant relationships from multiple log sources such as application logs, endpoint logs, and network logs. Event correlation deals with identifying significant artifacts coexisting from different log sources and connecting each related artifact. For example, a network connection log may exist in various log sources such as sysmon logs, event ID 3, network connection, and firewall logs. The firewall log may provide the source and destination IP, source and destination port, protocol, and the action taken. In contrast, sysmon logs may give the process that invoked the network connection and the user running the process. With this information, we can connect the dots of each artifact from the two data sources, source and destination IP, source and destination port, action taken, protocol, process name, user account. Event correlation deals with identifying significant artifacts coexisting from different log sources and connecting each related artifact. For example, a network connection log may exist in various log sources such as sysmon logs, event ID 3, network connection, and firewall logs. The firewall log may provide the source and destination IP, source and destination port, protocol, and the action taken. In contrast, sysmon logs may give the process that invoked the network connection and the user running the process. With this information, we can connect the dots of each artifact from the two data sources, source and destination IP, source and destination port, action taken, protocol, process name, user account, machine name. Event correlation can build the puzzle pieces to complete the exact scenario from an investigation. Baselining. Baselining is the process of knowing what is expected to be normal. In terms of endpoint security monitoring, it requires a vast amount of data gathering to establish the standard behavior of user activities, network traffic across infrastructure, and processes running on all machines owned by the organization. Using the baseline as a reference, we can quickly determine the outliers that could threaten the organization. Below is a sample list of baseline and unusual activities to show the importance of knowing what to expect in your network. Baseline unusual activity: the organization's employees are in London, and the regular working hours are between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. A user has authenticated via VPN connecting from Singapore at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's not normal.
A single workstation is assigned to each employee. A user has attempted to authenticate to multiple workstations. Employees can only access selected websites on their workstations, such as OneDrive, SharePoint, and other O365 applications. A user has uploaded a 3 GB file on Google Drive. Only selected applications are installed on workstations, mainly Microsoft applications such as Microsoft Word, Excel, Teams, OneDrive, and Google Chrome. A process named Firefox.exe has been observed running on multiple employee workstations. Any event could be a needle in a haystack without a good overview of regular activity. Investigation activity. We have tackled the foundations of endpoint security monitoring from previous tasks. Now, we will wear our blue team hat and apply the concepts we discussed by investigating a suspicious activity detected on a workstation owned by one of your colleagues.
Alright, let's figure this out. That was easy. You can make it like a game. That shit's so fun. I'm still number one. That's it, just 20 points. $975,000. I could have busted that out today, but alright, I'll do it later. Oh man. Yo, I got fucking. I'm on day like 90 though. You only get 5% off. Oh wow. Just, I typed streak and that gave me $1 off. I don't know. Well, I'm done. I busted out my lesson for today. Oh, hang on, I got banned someone real quick. About to get banned, boy. Alright, well, good night. I'm going to bed.